Victorian novels fulfill the era's need for entertainment, self-reflection, and communal literacy. The Victorian novel addressed an increasingly literate society using frequently installments. Through the long Victorian reign, the novel moved from the romantic works of the Bronte sisters to Dickensian realism and George Eliot's psychological realism. Late Victorian society and its critical stance was evident in William Makepeace Thackeray's and Thomas Hardy's work. Aestheticism, decadentism were fully represented by Oscar Wilde's only novel, The Picture of Dorian Gray. Hardy, Wilde and Joseph Conrad, critical voices in late Victorian days, clearly showing the way to the modernist novel. Despite such huge differences, the Victorian novel does share a set of common characteristics. 1. The voice of the omniscient narrator provided a comment on the plot, setting a clear barrier between right and wrong. The narrator is thus intrusive too. The setting chosen by most Victorian novelists was the city, which was the main symbol of industrial civilization as well as the expression of anonymous lives and lost identities. 3. The plot was long and often complicated by subplots. 4. Victorian writers concentrated on the creation of characters and thus achieved deeper analysis of the characters' inner life. 5. Retribution and punishment were to be found in the final chapter, where the whole set of events, adventures and incidents had to be explained and justified. The rise of the Victorian novel built upon the growth of literacy and public opinion in the 18th society. The relationship between social reality, political change and bare journalism were almost erased when novels were part of an installment system barely discernible and inspired in newspapers. The Victorian novel was a product of its time, but it was so closely knitted to the web of Victorian society that it helped build a symbolic image of its permanent need to assess the political and social tensions.